So this kind of, the first from the beginning, when you meditate at the Sotantic school way, you know, the mindfulness of the body, meditative mindfulness of the body, just look into the body, inside and outside. Most of the time, just look into the body, and you see, uh, like the all the uh, internal, you know, and then then you also uh, mindful about the each of the elements, the space and the airs, and then the moistures, and then the heat, right, and the space. So you just kind of, here I think placing your mind very close to the each, you know, uh, part of the elements that is a functioning right now within the body. So the placing your mind very close to it. Then what you see is you just see there is air, the space, the the moistures, the heats, and then the solidities, the earth elements. So I think that's the kind of very, very, for the ordinary, for the beginner, it's very, very powerful evidence to see the no self. So, and also it's kind of very stable and very, how's that, very stable. There's no possible of falling denialism. Yes, there's the body, and sometimes it's very, yeah, that's the kind of, there is no independent self inside and outside of the body. And, the history of the, this Buddha Shakyamuni, from the beginning, Buddha has meditated mindfulness of the body. And then Buddha says, I pay too close, pay attention too close to the each of, even some kind of, drops of the water in the body and each nerve systems and how this nerve system functioning, and pay attention to too close, then just what you find is just as, very similar. Outside there's the heat, airs, the space, the, other. So it's very, similar. It is functioning right now within your body. There's the air, there's the, uh, you know, there's the, space and airs and heats and the waters and the solidities. So these each of the elements, they cannot be a self. It cannot be an illustration of I or the person. Like outside air is not the illustration I, uh, and inside air is similar, exactly the same as outside air. So this cannot be illustration I. Like the space outside, inside space is also exactly the same as outside space. So it cannot be, uh, this is not the illustration of I. And then the heat. So because of the air breathed in and out produce the heat. The heat is just, sustained by the air breathing in and out. That air comes from out. So this is also not the illustration of I. And uh, and then the solidity. The solidity is also just sustained and exists because of the water element, and the water elements because of the heat because of the air breathed in and out, air breathing out because that allows by the space. So there is no person inside, outside at all. So that so then this the sometime in the Tantrayana very uh, used a very powerful method. So there is no self inside outside at all, but what is the source of this all energy? It's not because of the weather outside, and then you are able to feel something, you're able to smell things. It's not because of the weather. There's something in the center of your body that's the source of the energy. So there must be some source of energy that really uh, enables this air that continues to breathe in and out, and it continues there's the heat, and it continues there the the moisture continues sustaining these earth elements. All of them. It's not just because of the you know like uh, so there's something inside in the center. There's the energy source. you know so then so, and then some of the schools there's things that is you know uh, like medieval alternative schools says, that source something the source that's sustaining the elements that functioning in the continuous function in the body is the mind stream, is the mind continuity of the consciousness. So uh, when this is the continuity consciousness is sustaining within the body, therefore it allows all the elements continuously, you know, the functions in the body. So the Tantrayana's method is, uh, although it cannot be visually kind of, you cannot identify it with visually. There's no form, but I'm going to I'm going to, how's that, impose the center in the body as the white dot. So that's suppose me, that's suppose the source of energy. So I'm just again going back to the, you know, uh, placing your mind onto the white dot in the center of the body, which is supposed to be the source of all the energies. So the Tantrayana, the technique is, and then when you're focusing on that white dot in the center of the body, when your mind is single pointedly you know you know pointing or paying attention or concentrating on that, and then that also you know uh, pretty much draws all the energies again back to the center, because your mind is focusing and the energy, you know, uh, how say, drawing towards the center. And because of the energy drawn towards the center, and that also have some kind of, preventions of the distraction and the disturbance. Because the disturbance, the distractions, uh, sometimes because of the physical form and sound and smell, and sometimes because the imaginations. So this all prevents, mind going after sound, smell, taste, textures, mind going after the imaginations, because you are physically drawing energy back to the center. And then they remain in that is so uh, you don't have to superimpose that is me. When you superimpose that is me and then misconceptions, just says, so you are not separable from that, you are inseparable with that center, uh, the source of energy. You are inseparable. don't conceive or apprehend this is the me. And then that's the source, this the center energy, again, is the potential to be enlightened, is the potential to be, enlightened being or hell being or animal being, is the potential. So because of the potential is there, and now you can, uh, you know, see in the positive way the possibility, the feasibility of being, you know, uh, the feasibility of, the manifesting, in the house there, the seed of the Buddha. So then that white dot and disappears, or you can, you can say that white dot now in manifests in the form of one letter, letters that is the green or the blue or white, whatever you like. And again, when you focus back to that letters, any color, right? Uh, you make it smaller as much as you can and bright, with very bright and the vivid, more vivid, more bright, and in the small in the size. And then you again analyze. Other than this, what you see is the air, space, air, heat, water, earth. So these all elements are devoid of self, inside, outside, and totally absence. And your mind single pointedly uh, concentrating on that letter at the same time understands self is not really exist. There is no person inside, outside. And you make so convincingly and convincingly focus and understand uh, without losing the center focus, without losing the center focus, and understands the self. No way it could exist. The I, no way it could exist any part of the elements or outside of the elements. So then try to get used to this kind of meditations for uh, for a period of time, for much longer, or many days. And then if you are very much used with this kind of meditations, and then you again see that letters is not me, and I do not exist, you know, do not exist as a dwelling in each element in the body. I do not exist outside of the elements. And what the source that the letters that is very vivid and very bright and and very small size. So I am, although I'm inseparable, but I'm not this one. So that letters again manifests, instantly manifest in some kind of deities. So then which means you are conceptually kind of conceiving that is enlightened being. You can Letter Tam instantly manifests in the Tara, letter She instantly manifests in the Avalokiteshvara, or just, you know, uh, it's just like Buddha Shakyamuni or Manjushri. So, uh, because you have, uh, that kind of, meditations is you have there shouldn't be any superimposition of. There's no superimpositions that each dots is not superimposing as a person of me, letters superimposing as me or the person. As naturally, you understand, I am not inseparable, but I'm not this. I do not exist apart from it. So then that is become the possibility of the possibility of anything. So now is one of the possibilities you invited as the transforming in the deities, in the Bhagavans. So that is also possible because the future Buddha, you, know, you are conceiving, imagining, the seeing the possibility of the, your being enlightened in the future. So this is not the wrong perceptions. So again, when you see that, when you're seeing or visualizing that letter instantaneously transforming into uh, the Buddha, and again you just you know pay kind of focus on that particular Buddha. At the same time, again, you see, analyze. I'm not the water. I'm not the space. I'm not the air. I'm not the earth elements. And I'm also not this Buddha right now. And you have not exist in and inside and outside at all. But there is, there's some kind of potential is there. So if you so much uh, habituated or used with this meditation, you can, while meditating on that, if you can eat or drink, you can see this uh, that offers drinks that offers to the Buddha, the food that offers to the Buddha. You take showers, you are just taking bath to the Buddha. So everything become activities become purifications. So that is the best to kind of what call uh, puja for purifications and auspicious. Even if you can meditate 5 minutes or the 10 minutes, you know, uh, so I think there's a quite significant effect